Hey there, you wonderful people. I just wanted to let you know that there is a discussion of sexual violence and rape in this episode. If it doesn't feel safe for you right now, that is totally fine. Please skip right through. If you do continue to watch or listen and find any of this discussion triggering, you can find links to 24/7 support services in our show notes.
This episode of Let Her Finish is brought to you by Shine On.
Shine On is your one-stop shop, stocking Sabin, Foxwood, Federation, Huffer, Akoya, Lespex, and loads more.
Discover the latest autumn fashion with new season styles available online and in-store now. Head to shineon.co.nz.
Let her finish.
Kia ora te whānau. Welcome to Let Her Finish with myself. That's not how I normally do it. With myself, Brodie Kane,
Still new one every
Tegan,
week.
Yorwarth, and Gracie, Hitchcock. And trust us, the only thing that this world needs more of is women finishing first. In every way, shape or form.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need to explain that. You can watch us on the Spotify and the YouTube and the Rova app. We'll always be happy to see you. How are we?
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
It was a big admin weekend just been.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking lists. I'm talking ticking things off lists each time.
Yeah.
I also broke a PB in the sense of, wait for it. I streamed 3 different shows this weekend. Whole seasons.
All at once?
Ooh.
No.
I don't have
Dual
kids, you see.
screen.
Triple screen of 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I was like, I've been trying to do this thing where I watch TV and I don't go on my phone.
Yeah.
And so I was watching TV for 8 episodes straight.
Good girl. Good
Get
girl.
up for a shower in between,
Yeah.
you know. Like,
Locked in.
Not completely rotting away.
Just a quick rec for you on Netflix, The Newsreader.
Oh.
Yeah, it's set in an Australian newsroom in the 80s. It is
Okay.
fucking awesome.
Is it a comedy?
Well,
Drama?
well, there's bits that, comedic drama, maybe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
actually.
good. Okay. The
Funnily enough,
newsroom.
you say Netflix. I've got 3 recommendations.
Go.
From the 3 series that I've watched. The False Prophet.
Okay.
False Prophet is a documentary
Yeah.
around the FLDS church in sort of middle of America.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the documentary they had a few years ago called Keep Sweet, Pray and Obey?
Nope.
It's almost a sequel. So their leader of the fundamentalists basically came crashing and burning down after he was found to be with underage women. You know, they were all into polyamory. They married to 27 wives or whatever. But yeah, gross guy. The leader leaves. There's obviously a big hole in the community because the prophet is in prison, so to speak. So someone steps up to the plate and he's a false prophet. And basically it's like cycles repeating. Really, really good. False prophet. Next one, 2nd season of Beef, which I know Gracie has
Yes,
started.
love it.
Super fun. Like I really, really enjoy it. Anything A24,
Yeah,
Gracie?
I
That's
know.
what we like.
We love it.
And then
She, not Brodie's sort of thing, but
do you
What's
like
A24?
You
It's a
remember-
production company.
Oh, is that one that did the bloody one that we talked about
yeah,
the other week?
yeah, that you didn't like.
Bloody drinking the milk out of the scenario, Nicole Kidman. Bloody,
yeah.
okay,
The
yeah,
best
no,
kind of films.
No.
Yeah.
And then the last recommendation, kind of similar, like religious cult-ish, but it's a UK drama. It is called The Unchosen, I believe.
Okay. Ooh.
And that's quite good. It's sort of around religious cults and but you know,
Spooky?
like think of your favourite like UK crime drama that you've seen
Yeah.
on Netflix. It's that, but in a religious cult.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, but good. I like
The brain's been churning this
Well,
weekend.
but nice to be that you were
Busy.
home.
Nice
Yeah.
you're home just getting shit done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long weekend.
Gee.
Well, that's the thing. It's like I don't know if I like a long weekend because it's a short week,
Yeah.
but and it's a
A long
longer
weekend with children.
weekend solo with children.
Yeah.
My beautiful Ellie is away on a big boys trip, but it's been in the
Boys trip.
lads. It's a bunch of dads though, so I'm not too worried about how much they're going
What they get up to.
Maybe that's worse.
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
would say so.
I would say so.
I'd say so. There was a bit of travelling involved though. He's playing some golf in Tasmania. Which
Not golf.
Yeah, golf.
With the lads.
I know, in
What a
Australia.
shocking turn of events.
Far out.
Lads, golf trip.
Hey, I'm letting him do it. This is why I've got to book in this trip for
Yeah,
myself
100%.
later on. But no, he's all good. Gets back tomorrow. We've been okay.
Good.
But yeah, again, that means one less daycare, more activities for mum.
Yeah.
To sort out for the 2 and 3-year-old. It's also Odie's birthday on Friday. He
Oh my
turns
gosh.
2. This Friday, yeah. So that's gone really quickly.
Oh gosh.
A 2-year-old.
Some days quicker than others, I'd say, though.
Oh,
wouldn't it?
yeah. Yeah. So how about you?
Hey, look, I had apologies for being late today. I just had a telly gig. That's why I've got the lashes on.
You look
Very
gorgeous.
aggressive.
I feel very underdressed
Whoa,
today.
and I was like, oh my gosh, I've got lashes on during the day. Just filming some telly, Game of Two Halves.
Yeah.
Then I was the captain.
Mean.
Turned up, didn't realise the captain. Anyway, watch that on Sky Sport. Anyway, so I did that. I've been down in Taranaki, beautiful Taranaki for the weekend. Half the weekend in Taranaki, half the weekend in Taupo. Drove home this morning. Actually, Kane drove. Because she's like, I know how busy you are here and here. I'll drive. So she drove. I know, she's fantastic.
Yeah.
So I'm great. So I'm looking forward to. I'm actually glad to be here with you two and have a good chat. The first thing we're going to talk about, G, you're going to you're going to sort of kick us off with this discussion, and it is in the rant room. And we will warn you, this is a very heavy discussion, and it does discuss things in relation to sexual assault, rape, because it is as heavy and as disturbing as it is something that we feel that we must talk about.
Yeah, and I want to preface this by saying last week we thought about talking about it, but I think we weren't quite confident with the words around it maybe, or how to talk about it.
Yeah.
But then after not talking about it last week, it was like, oh, nah, we should have.
Yeah.
And we should really. This is the space for it.
Yeah. And it's not too late, even
No.
though we're maybe a week behind a lot of other people talking about it. We've had a time to think about it. I've written some words down. But just to kind of clarify what it is, so the CNN published the results of a months-long undercover investigation. And it uncovered that a private Telegram group of nearly 1,000 men coaching each other on how to drug and rape their wives. It's on a pornography website with 62 million visits in a single month, hosting more than 20,000 videos of women being assaulted while unconscious. And the legal system has so far done almost nothing to stop any of it. There's other things. So this mainstream pornography website is called motherless.com, which had approximately 62 million visits in February 2026 alone, with its core audience from the USA. On it, there are more than those videos tagged as sleep content, which is, as the name suggests, shows videos of women who are unconscious. There's a tag called #iCheck, which refers to men lifting the closed eyes of sedated women on camera to prove that they're fully unconscious before the assault begins, and some of those videos have over 50,000 views. This is not happening on the dark web. This is happening on a website with the traffic numbers of a major media publication. So this makes me feel really, really sick. I've written a few words down that I'd like to share with you guys, if that's okay.
Yeah.
So I read the CNN report on what they're calling the Rape Academy, and it has honestly made me feel so sick, and it has stayed with me in a way that I didn't expect. As a mother of 2 young boys, and as someone who has seen people I care about go through abusive relationships, it didn't feel distant or abstract. It felt close, too close. Because what stuck with me most is that these stories are not about strangers. They're about trust being broken in the most personal, intimate spaces, often by someone who is supposed to be safe. Hearing about women being harmed while they're unconscious and that kind of abuse being shared, encouraged, and even taught online is deeply unsettling. Not just because it exists, but because somewhere along the way it has been made to feel acceptable in a certain corners of the world. And that's what I can't shake, the normalization of something so clearly wrong. It brings me back to my own home, to the small everyday moments of raising my boys. The conversations we have, the values we try to model, the way we teach them to treat others. It reminds me that respect, consent, and empathy aren't just things we mention once. They have to be lived, repeated, and reinforced in quiet and consistent ways. And I think about these people I've known who don't always have the words at first, who question themselves, who carried things silently because it's not always obvious and it's not always easy to name. That's part of what makes this so heavy. The harm is real and often so hidden. I don't want to live in fear, and I don't want to raise my children in fear, but I do want to raise them with awareness and compassion and with a clear understanding of what it means to care for another person's safety and the dignity, because for many people, this isn't just something on the news. This is something that they've lived. That's why it matters that we pay attention and we do better starting at home.
Beautiful words, Gracie.
Thanks, Gracie.
That's all right.
I think you've summed up everything beautifully. I've got two things. When you were reading out even the summary of what happened, it makes me physically just really uncomfortable and feel quite sick.
Yeah.
I also want to, so two things from me. If you're a man listening, I'm done with this, not all men. So that statement needs to stop now, because we all know that.
Yeah,
we all know that. We've got brothers, fathers, sons.
Yeah.
We know that it's not all of you. But unfortunately, why we are so frustrated is that we feel on our own and having the guts to keep talking about this. So if you're listening, or if this if you're a male influencer or a man with a platform in New Zealand right now, your silence is deafening and it is weak. I have seen hardly anyone, it makes me furious, have the guts to speak up. This is your time. The fact that I've seen hardly any man with a profile in this country stand up. It's not controversial. I'm so sick of it being women like me right now yelling. I want men to yell with me. So yes, we know it's not all of you, but not all of you are doing enough, and we're sick of it. So hurry up.
Whew.
How do we follow that?
That was a good rant room, though. It was good.
I'm like, yeah, I'm right in there. I know, and I think the only time I have seen, and I don't mean all men, obviously.
No,
the only time I've seen any sort of kōrero, talanoa about anything of this scope, nothing really about this in particular, Rape Academy. But I see people like sort of picking and choosing what part of this story they want to maybe comment on, whether it's the male loneliness epidemic or whatever that is, And I think, guys, we can't talk about just that section of what's happening in society right now and what men are comfortable saying and thinking about women. We have to zoom out and speak about it all the time, not just the bits you think you've got good commentary on. I think it's really important for you to just share those. I see the only male influencers I have ever seen speak about anything close to this, not saying this in particular, are usually men that have daughters. And isn't that a real shame? So maybe a man that never has a daughter never has a thought in their mind that maybe a woman's safety is something they need to think about more than just their own. I feel all the same feelings. I almost was getting emotional listening to you guys talk. And I don't know why. Well, I do know why, but it's like everyone has an experience.
Yeah.
Everyone has an experience. And when you hear a number like 62 million, and that's not to say every one of those visits was to that section of the site.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm saying. But to think a site with that much traffic has an area, a facet of it that anyone can access that has something so vile, that makes me feel like it could be anyone I know. And that's scary.
Yeah, that's really scary.
And the other thing you could say is, well, most people in the US, great. Well, that's one site. We've uncovered
the leader.
We've uncovered one site.
Yeah.
And I think it's really important, and we need to sort of also remind ourselves of everyday sexism and everyday misogyny and things that are just that you might think are not even at the scale of this. And yes, there are things that are not the scale of this, but we've got to start calling out, and men do too, calling out the daily shit.
Yeah.
Because if you don't think that the behaviours and in this instance, this is what we're talking about, the way men treat women, if you don't start being more aware of how you speak to women or how your mates speak or joke or do anything about women, then you are part of the problem, right? And, I was actually going to talk about last week I had went to that wonderful, wonderful show, Helen Clark in 6 outfits. And it was at the one of the ASB Theatre at the Waterfront. And it was a fantastic play. It was so, so good. Helen Clark is my favourite Prime Minister of all time. And the play was fantastic. But what was in the play? Or, and because it was based on her actual life, all of the sort of historic misogynistic comments about her looks, her clothes, her leadership, all of that. And so when I see that, and then it was the same with when I was watching the Prime Minister, former Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern, when I was watching her doco, the bits now that get me that really hurt my heart are when you see that sexism and that shitty behaviour, that really sort of awful way that women are treated, and it makes me so angry. I have the next story. I have permission to share the next story from my mum. This literally happened last night, and we're in Taupo, right? She goes to the hot pools. Has a lovely time at the hot pools. She starts chatting to this gentleman, right? So actually, age doesn't matter, but mum's 70, this guy's 65. They're chatting. She thinks that this is a lovely conversation. They're chatting for like 2 hours in the pools, right? It's like, oh, really, really nice. She did think, oh, maybe we might swap numbers, down here a bit. Anyway, they're chatting for a couple of hours, okay? Gets to the end of the hot pools. I think they're about to close.
Yes, yeah.
And a couple of things happen. He says that she has fantastic breasts.
What the fuck?
Now, I should say fully grown men, it doesn't matter. Anyway, he touches my mum without consent in the water in the pool. And when she reacts, he goes, oh, have a nice life then.
Oh my God.
So,
What an asshole.
This is the kind of shit, so mum comes home. She's
upset.
Really upset.
Yeah.
Really, really upset that at the end of a 2-hour conversation, this guy thinks he can comment on her boobs.
Copper grab.
And ask for a pash. Actually, sorry, that was the third thing.
Oh, and ask for a pash.
And and so then when
at least she asked about that.
He didn't just go in.
And so and she was, as you can imagine, ruined her night. Now, the other thing though that she was really upset about, she thought, I couldn't help but think, right? I'm a strong, I can, and I'd be the same, right? I'd happily tell someone to fuck off, in that circumstance. But we aren't all built of that kind of the same structure of being not all women have the same levels of strength in terms of that being what you would react to. So we were just thinking, what if it wasn't a woman that was able to, that felt comfortable telling him to get fucked?
Exactly. After spending 2 hours of thinking that you're chatting, flirting, getting to know someone.
And in a safe space.
It should be, it's in public.
You're at a fucking hot pools.
Yeah. There's kids around.
Actually, that's the other thing that we all do and society does. We actually go, it's at a hot pools. We sort of put all these parameters out. It doesn't matter where it was.
No, it doesn't matter
where it was. And that's that whole thing again about what we teach around consent and conversations and respect.
And dignity.
And it's even me having my yell before because I'm so pissed off with famous men that should be doing more about this, is that where were they all about the men? No one's speaking about any bad shit that men do. No, I hardly see any men speaking about the Epstein files. I hardly saw any men in New Zealand speaking about the Manosphere doco. It's just bullshit. Lonely. Try harder.
Yeah. Well, I hope Joe's okay. That does not sound good.
Do you know what? As I say, she was really upset.
She was.
And I was like, well, we're talking about the dirtbag men out there, so
yeah. And do you know what though? It's one of those things too. You realise someone like Joe Kane, who is not afraid to tell you how she thinks, and like you say, is feels empowered to tell you to F off.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's rocked her to her core just shows what it can do to anybody.
Yeah.
And your trust. It's like you want to think the best of people and maybe he might ask me on a date or for my number first before trying to grab my ass.
Yeah, grabbing your ass.
Yeah, where's the gentleman?
It's just awful.
Ugh.
So yeah, I think thank you for your beautiful words.
Yeah, thanks, Gracie. I think you summed it up perfectly.
And let's just stay angry because honestly, we have to.
Yeah.
If we're doing this
and keep talking about it, because even when we talked about last week, I talked to my partner, I talked to a couple other guys. They hadn't heard about it. You talked to some of your co-hosts and you probably talked to, and it's like, oh, they didn't know about it, which is a good thing. But it's like, that's also, they need to keep talking to their mates about what the fuck is this content online? It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's not on their radar because no one that they probably follow or the content that they consume are talking about it. So that's what and so I get what you mean by they do need to talk about it more because, and for us, you go, what do you mean? I've seen it everywhere.
Yeah, and because we're afraid, we read up about it because as women, we are fucking terrified.
So I wonder if it's like, it's on me, and I think you guys need to be more curious and seek more information about that. Like if you hear a headline, like read the article.
Yeah, I don't know. Just listen to women.
Yeah.
Anyway,
sit down. I've got something to say.
Okay. The microphone, let her finish. Now, what we're going to do is we're just going to go, I'm going to put the indicator on and change gear, and I'm going to throw the subject ball to you, Tegan.
And I promise this episode is not like men suck. I promise. It just so happens that some of the things I've seen this week are within the same bracket. Now we must talk about Meg the Stallion. So Meg the Stallion, just in case anyone doesn't know who she is, she's a rapper, one of the biggest female rappers in the world, most successful, incredible, one of my I don't know, top 10 artists because Meg and Tegan sisters.
Oh,
anyways, and she's tall. I'm tall.
Yeah,
I could be Tegan the Stallion. You know, you guys know. So
I love it.
She had a relationship I would refer to as couple goals when you're looking at Hollywood or famous people. You see them match up and you go, oh yes, that is a good healthy relationship. They look like they love each other. So she was dating NBA star Klay Thompson, and both beautiful people, both tall people. You know, of course the Stallions were the basketball player. And she would be posting her cooking of food for him for Thanksgiving. Like they were online, they would post a lot, and it looked like such a loving relationship. He cheated on her. And she posted about it over the weekend. Cheating. Had me around your whole family playing house. Got cold feet. Holding you down through all of your... And she basically just goes on a rant if you want to see it yourself. But... And I've seen a lot of commentary online because people are pissed because you're like, Meg, of all people, Megan the Stallion, you cheated on her. But you can be... And I think the thing that is so scary, well, not scary, but like confronting about it is like, you can be Meg the fucking Stallion and still get cheated on because a man hasn't worked through his issues. A man is feeling insecure. A man has not been able to communicate. Do you know what I mean? And so like people going, well, if Meg gets cheated on, then we're all fucked. But I don't think it's about that. I think it's just about the fact that it's never about you. It's always about them. And I think this is the perfect example of seeing a woman that so many people idolize, like especially my friends. We all think, she's a baddie. She is the bomb.com, 10 out of 10, 10 toes down, never fold. I love Meg Stallion. If she can get cheated on, you know the cheating is never about the person that's getting cheated on. It's about the person who's doing the cheating. And that doesn't have to be gendered. That can actually apply to any situation.
Any situation, yeah.
In a heterosexual relationship, homosexual relationship, whatever it is, the person doing the cheating, that's the one with the issue. But please don't look at it and go, oh, there's no hope for us.
No, that's good. I like that.
I mean, dirtbags do come in all shapes and forms.
They do.
Poor Meg, man. I know we don't know each other, but if we did, I think we would get along.
You'd be mates.
Yeah, you would be.
A couple of stallions.
Meg. Tig.
I think Tig the Stallion is you. It might. That's got legs, doll. If there's a good thing from this.
Has anybody called you Tegan?
Tegan. No.
But Tegan
I'll go
the Stallion. Let's just go Tegan the Stallion.
Yeah, I'm into that. I like that you're writing it down. Remember it for next week.
I am Tegan the Stallion.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Meg.
That's your little pop culture snippet for you this week. All right.
Hey, I'm going to bring back something. We're all fashionista cheekalalas, chookies.
We are.
Fashion Files. Have you guys seen Jack Harlow's hat?
I have.
Do you know what? Actually, I haven't seen Jack Harlow in bloody ages.
Well,
is he?
He just released a new album.
Okay.
Called Monica.
Yes.
Which.
What?
Many African Americans sort of commented on it online. This is what I saw, stuff on my For You page, that Monica is like a slight euphemism for saying the N-word.
Oh.
You know, sound it out.
Yes.
You know, you're picking up what I'm putting down. And they were criticizing him for that. But I don't know if it's actually just about a woman called Monica.
Oh, yeah.
Or if it's Anyways, just in case you see that.
Okay, we'll
you
keep
heard
an
it
eye
here
on that.
first.
Tricky. Well, I'm just going to show you a quick photo of this hat here. It's an oversized hat that he's worn in his Say Hello music video. It's a brown wool conductor style hat from a brand called Monfal, made in Melbourne.
Yes, it's Melbourne. Yeah.
So we're talking about a hat, but it's a foot tall, high up off your head, like a kind of cat in the hat style with a little cap. Neo soul style accessory garnered significant online attention with reactions ranging from admiration to amusement, with a few people saying it's quite drippy.
Drippy's good.
Drippy is good.
Oh,
Drippy's
sorry.
good.
Drippy's
So
good.
I've gone.
Yeah, if you've got mad drip, like,
Drippy's good. No, not bad.
Not like you're a drip.
No.
No, drippy's good.
Drippy
Sorry.
is good.
Shall we Urban Dictionary what drip
Oh
means?
my
for you?
God, sorry.
What are your thoughts?
I think it's absolutely ridiculous. What
the
do you
way
think
it
I think?
stacks, it's got
got swagger.
The stack's another
So-
word.
It's stacks.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Like,
it's
you know, so for me, like,
Oh, gosh.
I'm very particular about what kind of jeans I wear, and I like a longer pair because I'm taller, because I like how they stack
At the bottom.
Yeah.
The creases, the wrinkles.
But what about the bottom of the jean scratching on the ground, on the concrete?
Scuffing.
No, it doesn't.
Scuffing.
It just stacks.
Stacks nicely.
Oh.
I don't like them dragging on the ground,
No.
but they have to stack on the shirt.
Oh, is it? But you can get a style like that, can you? That stacks. A jean that stacks.
Why do you think I'm queen of the barrel leg?
Is that what the barrel leg does?
It'll
It
stack. If it's
stacks.
long enough, it'll stack.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, so
Okay,
there you go.
You're going to Drippy.
Drip
And then
is slang for fashionable, expensive clothing, jewellery, or high-end style. It originates from hip-hop culture. It refers to having immense swag or dripping appearance. There you go.
I
That's
like
drip.
it.
You see, I had heard those kind of bits, but drippy, I would have just it
drip.
looks like a bit of a drip.
Right. Going back to Monfal's website. So it's a Melbourne designer, kind
Yeah.
of cool. It's called the Slouch High Hat. It's 100% Italian wool, and it's a cylindrical shape with maneuverability, allowing the wearer to shape it to their own liking. So he's chosen to kind of be a little bit jaunty to the side. I've got Brodie to pop some photos up of the other colours. There's a black one,
Oh,
and there is I think that's called sand.
this is what Jamiroquai used to wear, isn't
And
it?
then
it is
there's
a bit
one, the favourite is is the yellow tartan.
Hey, it's that like 90s, early 2000 drip.
I'm not mad at it.
Exactly.
I think it's cool. Monfal's quite cool.
It's really cool.
Now, look, it may come as a shock to you that perhaps I'm not entirely on board with this. And truth be told, ladies, I suit hats. Like if I'm to give you one of my dripping flexes, that was so lame. I would say that hats is I suit all hats. So that could be a good test. How much are they?
Well, $732.10.
No.
Monfal's that brand I keep seeing pop up, and I go, that's a cool pair of pants. And then I go, oh, it's Monfal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the test would be it on me.
Next week we'll with the tartan. Who want black and sand?
But yeah, I
Are
think
we all pitching it, are we? For one hat, and we just share.
Yeah,
I reckon
yeah.
you can stuff it and then make it like kind of. You'd be like Marge Simpson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
No,
Anyway,
I think there's only certain kind of people that could possibly pull that off.
Yeah.
okay. Oh,
Yeah.
I just wanted to bring that into your atmosphere this week.
Now I've actually got a question.
Okay.
Okay, this was going to be, truth be told, this was going to be in domestic field work.
Okay.
But I'm going to put it in fashion files now. Okay, I've got a question. Now it relates to one of the biggest trends of last year. Okay. Just curious. How's everyone's Labubus? Because I ain't seen shit around the Dolly Birds handbags in a really long time. The Labubus have gone quiet. They've disappeared. Where have they gone? Don't know. Just a question.
Well, don't yell, first of all. Don't yell. My Labubu, I just would like to say, I was definitely not the first on it, but I was quite early. So my Labubu is looking a little worse for wear because she was on my bag all day, every day, all the time. I have quite a few bag charms now, so I switch them out. Currently on rotation on my work bag. I was about to say school bag. My work bag. I've got like a side bag. I've got a small plush Smisky which I collect.
Yeah.
That my sister got me for Christmas, and I also have a SpongeBob Fuggler that I
Cute.
bought in Japan. You like Fugglers?
I like
eh?
Fugglers, yeah.
So those are the two that are on rotate at the moment. My other ones that I absolutely adore, they have the
this
series.
is a very long answer to this question, eh?
They have this
You asked.
series of line boxes
Yes or no?
called Bikini Bottom Friends. SpongeBob was my favourite cartoon growing up. Favourite. So I've got the SpongeBob Puggler, but I also have 2 bikini bottom friends that I have, and they're different side characters from SpongeBob, like the background characters.
Yeah.
So I've got 2 fish that I can put on my bag too.
Cute.
Anyway, so Labubu's still there. She just is a bit haggard.
Now,
A bit haggard.
I should have actually also said that wasn't a direct hit. That was a very.
It felt like it.
Yeah.
Because
I
who
know.
else has a Labubu
No,
here?
well, not
me.
anyone in the room, but but you'll.
You keep giving me a side eye as you're saying
They've gone quiet though, eh?
I
Like,
nearly
they-
got one, but I would have been too late. I think because you're really on the pulse of things. I got a space molly, but that's a different thing.
I want. They
the
have
giant
like,
space
the
mollies?
giant ones
They're
that
really
you can,
cool.
like, sit in your house.
It's like art.
Yeah.
The-
Oh, it's that art trick again.
It's art. It's
Yeah, I
that.
love
My
it when you
friend-
girls tell me something's art. I
So-
love it when you do that.
Smiskies. I've got like a shelf of Smiskies.
Yeah, I've got one. You gave me one. I've
Yep.
got one.
And it's art.
What one did you get in the end?
Oh, it's next to my Teenage Mutant
it's a
Ninja
working
Turtle
one,
in the toy area of the
Yeah.
toy
Yeah,
section of the
I have 2 Smisky lights. So one, and he's got a cat on his head. I've got another light where he's like lying down. But then my friend recently, first time she'd been to my house, so she was like, "I'll get you a housewarming gift." And she found there was a plushy Smisky. So
No
he's
way,
on my,
not a plushie Smithy.
He's on my couch. He's
Shut
on my
up.
couch.
Front
You can't
door.
escape a Smisky at my house.
Yeah.
They're
everywhere.
around. They're looking.
They're everywhere.
I know they were just starting to open those Labubu shops and things, and everyone was going a bit wild.
Pop
and I
Mart.
just haven't seen
Pop Mart, Pop Stop.
just haven't
Yeah.
seen all the dollies,
think-
all the dollies with their Labubus on their designer handbags anymore.
There is something in the core of Brodie Kane that I think you would see it. You would see a blind box of that thing, something from your whole life, like that you grew up watching, or you just had a fond liking to.
Yeah.
You're going to see something in a pop stop, and you're going to go, "I need that blind box right now." I know you are, but you've just got to find the thing.
Do
It is.
you know what? I don't actually know what you just said just then. I'm going to
Honestly,
find
Pop
I'm going to
Stop is in
find a
Pop Mart.
blind box at a pop stop. What?
Yeah.
Blind box, because you don't know what one you're getting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so
blind.
exciting.
Do you know what's always? Do you know what's dawning on me week to week?
Yeah.
Is how I'm just getting older and grumpier.
My co-host, he's about 37. He said to me, he was saying something, and he goes, "Oh, I saw this video, and it pissed me off." And he goes, "You know what I've realised? As I'm getting older, I'm grumpy as." He goes, "I don't think people are getting stupider. I just think I'm grumpier."
Yeah.
And
No,
I was
he's
like,
right though. People are getting stupider. You know.
Which makes everybody grumpier.
But yeah. Anyway, I know, but it's
That's-
fine.
it's
At
good.
least I know.
Yeah.
At least
Yeah.
I know. You know.
Yeah.
Because the other week when we were talking about Justin Bieber and that, I was like, maybe I'm just like I'm growing out of pop music. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And pop
That's-
and little things
and
on your
pop
bags.
socks and whatever the fuck you just said before, blind boxing and whatnot. And anyway, someone else
You've
take
seen my keys. You've seen. Look at my phone. I've got a Pikachu on the back.
Yeah.
With a little ring holder. Like
I love it.
Look at my laptop.
I mean, look, I'm not. Hey, I mean, look at what I've got. Some sort of thing that you knew what that was. I like a bit. I just like bright and
She
cheery.
didn't know.
I know she didn't know what that was.
She didn't know.
We're still talking about a phone case.
My phone case. Anyways,
all right.
what? Sorry, I'll carry on.
What's this next thing we're talking about?
Here's a wee game. Name one thing that a guy does that isn't a big deal, but if a woman does it, it's an issue. Let's just set that question.
Okay, that's all.
One
Close our
thing
eyes.
that
Name one thing that a guy does that isn't a big deal.
All right.
Good issue or bad issue?
Well, I have a video
Okay.
Okay.
with a few suggestions on things that if a guy does it, not so much a big deal, but if a girl does it, whew, everyone's noticing.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Name one thing that a guy does that's not a big deal, but if a girl does it, it's like a huge problem.
Go grey, age, be single at 40, date younger people, not want kids, have kids and still prioritise work, be ambitious, be confident, be blunt, be loud, be quiet, not smile, have wrinkles, wear comfortable clothes, wear revealing clothes, wear baggy clothes, wear the same outfit twice, spend money on hobbies, be funny, tell a dirty joke, swear, drink beer, order steak, eat a big meal, eat dessert, don't eat dessert, have a messy house, be bad at cleaning, interrupt someone, talk at work, quit a job, start a business, be competitive, celebrate your achievements, take up space on public transport, wear no makeup, wear too much makeup, get cosmetic work, don't get cosmetic work, be passionate about something, live alone, buy a motorbike, buy an expensive toy, sleep in, be tired, be emotional, not be emotional, set boundaries, say no, leave a relationship, talk about sex, enjoy sex, not enjoy sex, get older, still go out, be weird in public, laugh loudly, lead a team, disagree in a meeting, be sarcastic, be proud of themselves, take a day off, burn out, change their mind, take a risk, start over, be child-free and happy, be comfortable in your body, exist in public without smiling, not care what people think, care deeply what people think, be unapologetically themselves, simply exist without explaining it, be difficult, and don't wear a hat.
Oh my God. She's amazing.
So, you know what? Let that be, after hearing that, let it be that just do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Who cares? Because someone's going to have something to say no matter
Yeah.
what you do.
How does she do that?
That was good. Well, simple, really.
She
Just exist.
She just
Just existing?
Just existing.
Yeah, just existing.
oh, fantastic.
Love that.
Now we will dive into some domestic field work. And I know that both of us, probably for various reasons, are dying to know how your reading went.
Can you
Oh,
hear
she's
this?
got,
Can
oh
you
my
hear this?
God.
She got notes. Oh,
This is the 1, 2,
Oh.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and a bit pages of notes that the psychic wrote for me last
Oh,
week
my
at my
days.
reading. I just thought I thought physically you needed to see that just to
Yeah.
really take in the journey that I was on.
She took these notes, or you did?
She wrote them. She
Oh,
wrote them.
wow.
This is her. Honestly, she was tuning in, writing away. Okay.
cool. Oh,
So
So I
last
just got
week- Go.
a couple of quick questions. So when you get a reading, what's occurring?
So she asked my birthday,
Yeah.
and that was about it.
And you're holding
to
hands
start.
or
Nope,
something? Palms?
no.
No, that's palms.
I'm sort of sitting opposite her. She's got a wee desk. She has a notepad. She has some tarot cards. She's constantly drawing the cards, shuffling them up, drawing the cards. That's a process I hadn't really noticed before. Often when I've had a reading, like a full reading, I've not seen them do cards at the same time. Usually I'd go for a tarot reading where we're physically reading the cards. But she was just obviously seeing what was coming as we go. But we were pulling cards the whole session. This is like an hour. So in case you missed it last week, I was going for a wee reading mid last week. And I just had some, I would only go get a reading if I needed some clarity. I haven't had a proper one in a couple of years. Usually it's when I feel like I'm coming up to like a crossroads or feeling unsure about decisions and things like that. That's when I would go, because it might just give me a tiny bit of guidance. And if you are that way inclined in thinking those things, perfect. Now here's the thing. I'll give you a little summary. So she got my birthday. Duty and responsibility were the first two words that came up.
Ooh.
It was we sort of talked about my whānau
Oh, yeah.
and some really sort of specific things to my whānau and having a duty or responsibility to certain people, which I kind of took on as, I feel like I've been trying to take on that role with my big sister, and me and her have been really tight, and she's been staying with us, and we've just been looking out for her and things like that. So it was really cool to start with something to do with family. I won't get too into the family stuff because it got a little too specific. But one of the no, actually, I don't even care. I'm going to talk about. I talked about it on air.
Okay.
One of the things that came up about my family, she was like, closed doors. So has some doors been closed? And I went, yeah, it has. 'Cause obviously, that has been my truth. I won't elaborate on that.
No.
And she just said, they were meant to close. Like, don't feel a way about it. Don't lose sleep over it.
Yeah.
They're meant to close. And she's like, do you feel a way about it? I said, no, I feel like it was time. She goes, yeah, it was time. Just know that. Rung my mum. I got my mum on the blower straight afterward. Mum, it was time. No. So we went through lots of different things, talked about relationships. She actually asked straight away, are you married? I said, no, I'm not. Don't rub it in. But she said, no. I said, no, I'm not. But she said our connection it's like we're married. Like, we're that deeply connected. It feels like that.
Mm-hmm.
She also was like, have you been thinking about babies? Like having a baby? I said, yeah, it's like on my mind a lot. Sort of, because I'm sort of at that age where I'm trying to figure out when do I want it to happen, I think. I know I want it to happen eventually.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not in a rush necessarily. But if I was trying to plan out my life just a tiny bit, like, when would it fit in? And she sort of reassured me that I almost had a sense like I was pregnant walking in, because I've been thinking about babies so much. I haven't actually checked that. I probably should. But
Don't.
imagine next week. Surprise. But she said, apparently I will be having a baby 2028.
Cool.
And she said it'll fit in. It won't be something I stop my life for. It's just going to fit in somewhere, which feels very on brand for who I am.
Yeah.
Okay. Some of the other things she talked about were, this is a growth year for me. Okay. I am going to come into my power. I think it's sort of knowing what I believe in and knowing where I want to go. She's talking about in the next year, there's probably going to be a new opportunity, which I don't know what that entails, but it is like a contract year for me at work. So, boss, if you're listening, the new opportunity might be just renewing me, am I right? But she also said overseas. And I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that. But she said overseas, the 3 cities that came up for her.
Oh, yeah.
Melbourne.
Oh, yeah, cool.
London.
Oh.
And Canada.
Canada's a whole country.
And I said, I'll be honest, Canada's a bit rogue. I said to her, I was like, Canada's a bit rogue. But Melbourne's been, I always think about Melbourne. That'd be quite cool.
Yeah.
But this goes to say that's kind of a big summary of where she guided me. It's going to be a growth year.
Canada?
Yes.
As a city?
Well, that's the areas that were coming to mind.
Okay.
So, you're probably like, oh yeah, Tegan, so whatever. So, anyways, there's a baby on the way, and she said boy, which is what I feel. So I was like, no, I'm having a son. I'm having a son. Locked in 2028. You'll see it there. Growth year. That was another big takeaway for me. Another cool one was she was talking about how she said my partner, she kept going busy. You're really busy all the time. I was like, don't yell at me. She said that every time I have a growth year, my partner will follow along suit. And I think she said I give him confidence to want to grow, which was really special.
Yeah.
But what I will say,
sense.
after all of that, the predictions, the sort of life brackets in which she said, this is probably going to happen, this is going to happen, some words I've got to start saying out loud, money, happiness, joy, success, authority, love, power, autonomy. Those are the words I've got to keep saying out loud so that this comes to me.
In what context? Just wake up in the morning, money!
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 Power!
But what I will leave you with...
holiday!
What I will leave you with...
I love it.
She was so specific about everything.
Yeah.
But you know what never came up?
Your job?
When I'm getting married.
Oh, when you're getting married.
Oh, so I'm just never getting married. I said that. I got home. I said to Bailey, I was like, yeah, so she said this, and I go, but you know what wasn't mentioned? When I'm getting a ring on my finger. Great.
That might be maybe that's just out of her realm of, that's in Bailey's.
What do you mean? She knows when my child's entering this world.
You don't have to be married to have a kid.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I felt really good about it though.
Did you?
I think she made some really cool sort of assumptions about who I am that felt really in line with who I was. So that made me feel reassured that she wasn't just talking shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's good.
And I liked what she was saying about Bailey and I connected together and how we're following along with each other and how we can empower each other to do cool things and what's in store for us. So that was really exciting. But yeah, there was a few things that I said. I think she could tell I was a bit apprehensive when she kept saying things like an overseas opportunity because it's not really what I was thinking about.
But you don't have to. Can I have a question, not statement, Brodie? You can interpret. You can take Do you correct them as well? Like if you're like, nah, that's not it.
I try not to because I don't want to direct it.
Yeah.
But I think she can tell if something's off.
She can read your face.
Yeah, she can probably read if you go, And so she did say, I think because she was sensing a bit of my apprehension toward especially the chat about overseas, because I didn't think that would be on the cards for me in an immediate future. She said, just remember, this is the feeling I'm getting, but you can change your path. The path is always up to you, but this is always just acting as a little guide that if these things do come up, and when they do, you know what to do by the time you get there. But potentially, she also said that overseas opportunity that may present itself could be what keeps me here or provides me growth in my career or whatever that might be. But, lock it in right now. I'm saying it now.
Question.
Yes.
Did you have any spirits visit during your session?
She's, my gran was around.
Oh, really?
Which was quite cool. So
did she know whether it was your mum's mum or your dad's mum? Because they can get quite specific on those sorts of things.
She just sort of said, kind of asked if there was a family death. And I said, yeah, because we lost our gran, my dad's mum, in sort of August last year. And she said, yeah, she's around you. And she was sort of, which was quite nice because I feel like gran would be keeping an eye on all of us because she'd probably just be making sure we're not up to no good and things like that because a few of us are a little wayward. Not me. I'm just saying us as a whole, to not single anyone out.
Yes.
But I thought that was quite nice to know that Gran had been hanging around and was just sort of watching over.
Yeah.
And that my Gran was a midwife and that was her career.
Yeah.
And she said that my like baby that I'll eventually have, that Gran's looking after until I'm ready, which was quite sweet.
See, that's...
I almost forgot about that.
Yeah. That's really
Because
special.
I was like, no, Korea. But I thought that was really sweet. So, and especially because Gran's a midwife, like that's the perfect person to be looking after baby until I'm ready.
And you kind of feel, I think I've talked about this before, but like when I first got pregnant with Frank, I had Fantail come in through and then I didn't know I was pregnant at the time.
Yeah.
And then they went out the same door, which I think means it was like a tohu, like a good kind of spirit visiting you.
Yeah.
And then I did like the pregnancy test the next couple of days and then I was pregnant, so I didn't know. So it was like, I think the babies visit you.
Yeah.
I don't know, I think you don't have a body, you are a body, you have a soul or something like that. Somebody said that once, but it's like this, your babies choose you, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe not, I don't know. But look, your Gran's looking after him.
Yeah. Cheers, Gran.
Because you've had readings from time to time.
I have, yeah. I'm a little bit hippy dippy and witchy as well.
How much do these things cost?
That one was like $80.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not
Are you
much.
in there for an hour or so?
Over an hour.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
She was just going until she was done.
She's so
But I
good.
know some people pay like nearly $300 for them.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't pay that.
Yeah.
No.
But no,
What do you get then? A foot massage at the end?
Yeah. Hey, well, there's a knot in my shoulders actually while you're here.
Rather go to the
You
mall.
want to see what's going on in here? Can you at least give it a bloody rub?
I'd love to try it. Actually, just on the woo-woo stuff. I have once before, and now there was a time where I was not feeling the greatest about myself, and I would try anything to like feel better. That sounds really sad, but I promise it's kind of funny in hindsight now. But I went to get I think it's called a psychosomatic massage. Have you ever heard of this? Okay.
No.
Right.
Okay.
Psychosomatic.
All right, well, let's go into it.
So, it's like you do like a body mapping thing. That sounds kind of... So,
No, we're with you.
We're
have
with
a
you.
massage. We have a talk with her, and you have a massage, and she's able to map out on your body where you're storing tension, and where you store tension, like, was indicating things about your life without her even asking. So, for example, I had this... So you have this big oil massage incense, you know, I'm in Titirangi, you know the vibes.
Yum.
Yeah, I'm in the bush.
It sounds amazing.
Yeah, and afterward, no, stop. It gets worse.
I'm here,
Brodie,
and I'm hanging in there.
And I'm not laughing at this as a whole. I will be laughing at the fact that I did it. Okay.
Okay.
Just in case anyone gets offended. So she does it. She maps out where my tension is. She identifies it, sort of behind my heart. It's on my right side, and right side is your sort of masculine. Left side is your feminine.
Mm-hmm.
So mother, father. That's usually what it means. So the tension behind my heart on my right side, she goes, "Have you been cheated on?" And I literally nearly just bawled my eyes out, because she clocked me by literally where the tension in my body was. And there was a few different other areas where it was obviously quite knotted and tied up. And she was like, "Has this happened? Are you feeling this?" Blah, blah. And I was like, holy. And so you have this massage. She tells you where your tension is and what it probably means, and just guesses basically. And then you have to do this whole session talking to your inner child.
Oh my gosh.
That's
too much.
I was crying.
Oh.
And I'm talking to my inner child. "You're okay. I forgive you." Like, it was like that. Don't. It's actually funny now, because I was ready to try anything.
Yeah, but did you feel amazing afterwards,
I
or
was
did you feel
there for
more?
like 4.5 hours.
Was it like more traumatizing bringing it up, or
It
do
was
you feel
a lot. I
it
just
was a
remember
lot?
driving home like, what the fuck did I just do? Very confronting.
Yeah.
I do think it helped, but also like I say,
Was it
I
fun?
was trying therapy, I was on medication, I was
Yeah.
doing this, I was just anything that I thought would work, and I did that, and it was the most hectic thing I've ever done. I would never do it again.
And you paid for that.
I paid for that shit.
You gave someone money to cry for 4 hours.
Fuck.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that's
it was
heavy.
a lot. But and as soon as you say inner child to someone, they're like, "Oh no, Tegan, you've lost me.
Yeah,
You've lost
yeah.
me." And I'm like, I know, but like at the time I needed
Yeah.
it, but now I can laugh.
Yeah.
Healed now.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why.
Wow.
But your body can like say things.
I agree.
Your body,
Yo,
the
you-
souls around you,
Your
all
body,
of it.
your body,
Your
yeah.
body.
It's
Yeah.
a wonderland. Oh, wow.
Yeah, anyways.
Gee, what's up in your body this
My
week?
body.
How's your
Just
body?
Shake it out. It's good. It's I actually did a big boxing class this morning because I just need to do something for myself.
Yeah.
Smash the shit out of a bag.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Got him. and you feel amazing afterwards.
good.
And you just feel hot shower, ready to go.
Yeah.
Full of beans. Because I obviously have been solo parenting.
Yeah,
She's on.
All
But
heroes wear capes, girl.
I know.
some of
my
them
God.
wear mummy things, diapers.
Well, actually, not mummy things. You're the styliest. Sorry, I
Jeans
shouldn't
and
say-
jeans
no.
and a t-shirt is pretty much my
Jeans
mum.
and a t-shirt
That's-
is life.
Jeans
It
and
is.
nice tops, the
Jeans.
millennial uniform.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I just want to show a little. Yeah, we're all good. These are nice tops.
We went to our wonderful sponsors Shine On the other day. We all looked exactly the same.
We did.
That was actually so fun.
It was fantastic.
So many good jackets.
Exactly.
Okay, so, and I'm just going back to Odie. He's
Yep.
been saying a few new words, turning 2 on Friday. Just wanted to
Guy.
share this little video.
Hey, dude. Dude. Frank. Dude. Frank. Frank? Yeah. Dude.
Yeah. and
Frank!
But he's,
Frank!
but he's going wank.
But like you can hear
Yeah.
hear the effort that's
Yeah.
going to try and say
Yeah.
wank,
Wank.
Bless him.
So cute, eh?
dude, wank,
Dude, wank.
dude. Oh my god, it's gonna be 2.
I know.
That's incredible. I just love how they're always just their outfits, their little Waz outfits the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Just
They're the coolest guys in town.
yeah,
Thanks,
they are
guys.
the coolest guys in town.
They think they are too. Just
I
need to keep
do-
them humble.
Yeah.
Sit
okay,
down.
sorry, boys.
Something that was very humbling for me as well was because I was driving back. We were down to the mountain and then driving back to Auckland yesterday. We pulled over and got some food, Macca's. Just because they were going to go somewhere else, but then they saw the indoor playground.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Get them out. Frank's needing to go wheeze on a proper toilet, so I don't want him to pee himself in the car seat. Give him a good run around, change a nappy, and this particular. Have you guys played in an indoor playground before?
Yeah, the year
long
was
time.
1998, and it was
They're still very dangerous.
and they stink.
And they
They
stink.
stink.
Yeah. So this particular one was just a tower. There was one entrance and one exit. They,
yeah,
of
no.
course, wanted to go straight up the exit, which was a big spiraling slide
That smells.
that smelt. So the boys toddled up the exit, which says, do not enter.
Yeah.
Up there, Frank first, and then Odie went up because he's like, oh, I'm going to follow my brother.
Yeah.
Right to the top. Like, it was pretty high. It was like 3 stories high or something.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, maybe not
What are they
3,
making for
maybe
the kids
2
these days?
stories.
Yeah.
It was tall. It was just like spiraling.
Yeah.
And I could hear Odie starting to cry.
Oh.
And I'm like, Frank, go back up there, get your brother down. He was trying to he said he doesn't want to come. He's screaming. The Crocs come tumbling down.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I'm the only one there. I'm the mum. I've got to get him.
You've got to go up the
I
tower.
went up
You've
the
got to go up the poo tower.
backwards, like up the exit.
Yeah.
And drag the boys down.
At
and
this stage, are there kids flying towards you? Other
no,
kids?
no. Luckily, it was just us. But Frank was coming up the ass. He was coming up. I was like, get down. Don't follow me back up here. Like, I'm just trying to get your screaming brother. And so I was kind of like kicking. No, I wasn't kicking Frank. I was like, get down, boy. Like, you're coming right up my butt. Yeah, anyway. So it was like the 3 of us all stuck in this claustrophobic stink hole coming down.
Oh.
But I was like, that's one of my mothering lowlights
Yeah.
this week.
I'm thinking though, thank Christ no one else was there. If you had
No.
a packed,
Yeah.
if you had a packed
Oh,
tower,
that would have been.
that would
You
have
know
been.
what? Some kid would have shoved Odie down.
He would have been
Yeah, to
fine.
be honest,
See,
yeah.
that would have unclogged it.
Yeah.
And just taken him right down. It was like a toilet.
That's the thing. These big tall tower things. There's one of that. There's that wonderful Margaret Mayhew playground in Ototahi.
Yeah.
Big tower. Of course, I've had the same. Where I think nephew Michael got up there, cracked the shits because it's high.
Yeah, it's right.
And I was like, oh my god, I had to get up and it was like all of these little segments, and I get a little bit claustrophobic.
You're just trying to scale up.
Kids climbing over the top of you, and
the snot on the walls.
Gosh.
I know. Then you have to be all brave. You're like, I have to be the brave one now. I don't want to be up there.
No.
No.
Too high. Make things horizontal.
Yeah.
Not
Just
vertical.
eye level for a 6 foot man. You know.
I quite like a flying fox.
Yeah.
They're
Okay. Those are
fun.
missing.
Those are fun.
Missing.
Yeah, they are good. They are. A flying fox is fantastic.
I grew up in Palmy, and there's a great flying fox at the Esplanade.
Actually, Waikuku Beach, we had a real good flying fox.
Real flying fox.
Yeah, shit, yeah. Absolutely fantastic.
Oh, I love a playground. Yeah.
Oh,
Just the bike feedback. A lot of people messaged in saying just go straight to the non-stabilizer bike and just do a towel technique where they grab the towel and put it under their armpits and then just try and get them to pedal in a fast line.
Right.
So that's quite smart.
So you put something on
You just give them a normal bike.
Yeah.
Without
And then
the training wheels.
Yeah.
Stabilizers.
Yeah.
And then you just run along beside them with a towel under their armpits.
And you're
Oh, so
holding
they
it.
And you're
feel kinda
running.
safe, yeah.
And you're running alongside, and then you just take the towel off eventually. Because if you're going to the stabilizers, it's a step backwards.
I
Because the balance bike is
see.
just balance.
I see.
Straightforward.
That's so smart.
Yeah.
So that's quite cool.
Yeah, yeah. So everyone did say that. So
Everyone said
just
that.
to clarify,
That's cool.
good parenting advice from your two mates over here.
100%. And then I got a lovely message from someone just about some parenting. Hi, ladies, how are we? I was listening to Gracie chat about her parenting style and how confusing it can be. I'm a mum of 3 boys, 13, 12 and 4, and I by no means have the answer or am a gentle parent. I just wanted to say that you can be both a hard ass and their soft place to land. I have a few solid rules that have no room for movement. Brodie's are a personal own. I don't know, that must be in one of her sons. Kindness always trumps coolness. Give everything your best effort, and bedtime is bedtime. I can be tough, my boys, and we have definitely had it to choose our battles. We have some doozy arguments, some good little cries and resolve sessions, and massive laughs and adventures. It's not for the faint-hearted, and with every season, kid, and age, it all changes. Just know you're doing an awesome job. I tell myself even when I don't believe it. In my experience, age 4, 7, and 11 so far are the most full-on, and it's the dad's time to shine. Thanks for awesome potty. Nice to have some girl time in my ears and blocking out the kids' chaos.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
So that's
4,
really...
7 and 11.
Yep. So
good
that's
to know.
me next year, and then 4, 7, 11, and then
And you got to do it twice over.
yeah, back to back.
But you'll figure it out with the
Oh
Frank.
yeah,
And then by the time Odie comes along.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
Frank is like the science experiment, and then Odie's just along for the ride, which is quite fun. But that's what I've got this week.
Well,
Yeah,
look,
yeah.
I've realised that I've got one of those boyfriends. I've got
that-
one
what
of
does that
those
entail?
dudes, and they're actually one of those dudes that I sort of, in a loving way, have always sort of taken the piss out of. Do you know what he is?
What?
He's a guy that wears shorts all year round.
Oh, he is. Do you know what?
Oh wait, I've got one of
'cause
those.
You
Yeah.
posted
Yeah.
a photo and he's wearing shorts but a puffer vest.
Yeah.
And I said, well, what season is it?
Yeah, I know. this is the thing. I have always, and I love it. I think it's, I don't know if it's just a Aotearoa thing, but I love that we have these men from up and down the motu that will put a beanie on, a jacket, but shorts.
Oh, but
you know?
you know what? My dad's the same. And do you know what I think? I think it just means unbothered.
Yeah.
I think it's low maintenance.
But I
Yeah,
don't know if I
unbothered.
think it is. Is it just
Let
that
it
they
be
don't
that.
feel the cold? They just don't feel the cold from the
Yeah.
knee to the shin, to the lower shin.
He's quite practical. Like he's outdoors guy, and he's sporty. So I think the short thing means
Yeah.
he's ready to rock
Well,
anything.
As long as he's not losing, if he's got his hands in his pockets and he's got
Circulation.
socks and shoes on,
Yeah.
that's where your heat leaves, right? On your head. So maybe he's got a beanie too.
Yeah, like does like a hat.
He's not going to get too cold with the shorties on.
But we had bloody cameramen back at, when I worked at TVNZ in Christchurch, and it's
It gets
-2.
cold.
Yeah.
And a couple of them would always, without fail, the only time actually I think I could almost say most camera men, like literally the only time you'd see them in a pair of pants, wedding or court.
Yeah.
Working at court too,
Right,
by the
right.
way. But not going
their court appearance.
But I think I actually think it's a type of guy.
Yeah.
You're either a guy that does that all year round. You know, and wearing a pant is almost an occasion.
Yeah, it's
You know,
special.
they're like,
Like a
"I've got to
date
put a
night.
pair of pants on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as I say, I it's not like I just discovered it, but I was thinking it even this morning as I left this morning Taupō at about 6:45, and it was like 5 degrees. I was like, oh, got your winter shorts on because, you know, it's get a bit longer.
Yeah.
You know, Clementi's got the stubbies on for the mahi, you know.
Yeah,
with
they
work
get
boots.
shorter even.
Well, like sometimes
work ones.
on the building site, you've always got your safe boots on, your socks. Yeah. He's got great pins. Lord, how I'm not complaining whatsoever. But I think it's funny that I've got a boyfriend that's an all year round shorts guy.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I rate it.
I was wondering, is it to do with the amount of pockets? Because cargo shorts have a lot of pockets and they've got a lot of
true.
room for things that boys need, men need.
I don't know.
You don't know? Because I know I think of one particular guy that's one of our good friends, and he's always got
Shit in his pockets.
but it's like stuff like lip balm. He loves a good lip balm.
Yeah.
His wallet.
One of the guys I work with, he wears shorts all year round. If he, God forbid, he wears jeans, and we're like, oh,
What's
why are
happening?
you wearing jeans?
Yes,
You know?
yeah.
But I think it's just his aura.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he'll wear a hoodie and shorts all
Yeah,
year round.
yeah, same.
But bless them.
Yeah.
Now, guys, I got a huge job opportunity. I may have to leave the podcast
What?
because this could actually turn my life around.
I've just joined, bro.
Sorry,
Do they need to hire all three of us?
look, but don't worry. Let me just find it. Where did I put it? This is annoying, isn't it? Because I will.
Is it on LinkedIn?
No, bugger it. It's in my emails. Where did you put it? I know where you put it. You put it in the letherfinish file. That's exactly
in the
because you-
dump.
No.
No, I put it in my email folders. I've got
okay.
so many email folders. Okay, guys. This is from, and I Googled, I don't think this person exists, so just that's where we're going. This is from Peter Hughes from the New Life Community Church, United Kingdom. Okay.
Say no more.
And bear in mind, so I've got a website, right? So you can contact me by, like a website, you can fill out what's your name, what's your number, what's your query type thing, right? Dear Brodie, greetings from New Life Community Church. My name is Peter Hughes, and it's a privilege to invite you to participate as a guest speaker at our upcoming international conference in Manchester, United Kingdom. Event overview, dates June 12th, 13th, 2026. Location, Manchester, United Kingdom. Expected attendance, approximately 1,200 participants. Conference, workshop, seminar, session length, 45 to 70 minutes. Our conference theme, Empowered to Succeed Conference, strongly aligns with my ministry, that's right, and expertise in rising in faith, resilience, overcoming adversity, and purposeful living. We believe your message would be both timely and deeply impactful for our audience. As we begin our planning, we'd appreciate learning your availability, your speaking honorarium and international engagement requirements, any preferred topics or presentations. We're happy to discuss travel arrangements, accommodation, local transportation, other legal considerations. Thank you for considering this invitation. So we went back and said, look, £25,000 is my speaking fee, and I'd like 2 VIP passes to heaven.
Yeah, fair enough. Get me straight to the pearly
Give me
gates.
straight up there.
And what did he say? Has
Do you
replied.
know what? Funnily enough, we didn't say that, but we wanted to say that. But a wonderful friend of the show and manager, Laura Hayden, went back and was like, look, she's not available on those dates. Just out of curiosity, when you went to her website, what part of that was what you thought aligned with you? Now, truth be told, they never emailed back. I'm suspecting it's some form of spam. We talked about scams last week. I think it's some sort of spammy themed arrangement.
Oh, I was thinking,
Googled.
Oh, there you go.
No, I Googled Peter Hughes from the New Life bloody.
Anybody?
Nah.
Oh, see, I was going to say maybe there's a Brodie Kane that's a pastor
Yeah.
somewhere around the world
There
that they've
could
got
be,
you
eh?
confused with.
There
might be
could
a
be.
Brodie Kane the pastor. Don't
Yeah,
know.
Brodie
Because
Kane the pastor.
A rising in faith was an interesting one for me.
In my
Everything
minute-
else,
Other
I
stuff
thought,
was
no,
pretty
you've done
good.
that.
Yeah.
But it was just the rising in faith.
Yeah.
I thought that's the only one of that whole list that you hear.
Possibly also I don't have a ministry. Or maybe the ministry of Brodie Kane.
And did they know that our podcast is called Letherfinish?
Yeah.
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 Finish the sermon.
Finish the praying. Anyway, so that's yeah. So look, I'm going to go. Yeah, 12th and June, 12th and 13th. I'm away then anyway. I'm in the area.
Are you?
I'm in bloody-
Manchester.
I'm
Oh,
in
you could have just
Belgium.
popped over.
You could have popped over.
Yeah.
With a big fee like that.
But yeah, that's all.
Hey,
This
Tegan.
weekend for me, Honestly, not done much. I've taken the burnout thing real seriously, and I've not been overbooking at all. I had a big work weekend this weekend, like as in just getting some like admin done because I knew I wouldn't have time in the week. I hated it, but I did it.
Good
I did
girl.
every single bit of it, all of it done. My mum was so proud of me. I said, "Mum, I had a whole list. It's all done."
That's so
that's a
good.
nice
All
feeling,
done.
though,
So
isn't
it was a very good feeling. I think it's the most productive I've ever been. I do get distracted quite easily with little things because I'll just think there's like you meant to finish this video for a client and all of a sudden I'm spring cleaning my wardrobe. Like I'm a bit like that.
Yeah.
I don't have the ADHD or anything like that. I think I just like go, oh my, as soon as I sit down to do one job, I realize there's a lot that I need to do. So that's all I did this weekend. But one of my
And 3 shows.
3 shows as well because that kept me inside all weekend, you see.
Yeah.
Went for a run as well.
Yeah,
actually.
saw that.
That was one thing. Straight back home. Special treat on the way home. But anyways, big thing for me, because I know probably I talk about my body and feeling good about my body and the way I look and how it's quite noisy. I have food noise. I am very noisy about, like, my friends think I have body dysmorphia or something with the way I speak about myself at times, which
disagree.
I'm trying to unlearn. Really trying to speak more positive stuff into the world because I think it'll just come back to you and make you feel better. But I was at the gym the other day on Monday with my boyfriend. We just went for a little sesh and, I was just wearing some little shorties and a little singlet, and he was like, and I kind of looked in the mirror, I was like, I actually feel like I actually look all good. But it was the first time in a really long time I caught my reflection in the mirror at the gym and didn't wince, because I quite often do.
Oh,
but because of what I always, I'll be honest, I'll always wear the mini shorts, but the mini shorts is where I see my cellulite and things like that. And it sometimes I hate it. Certain lighting at the gym isn't always the most flattering. But it was the first time I went, oh, I look all good. And I've had that thought. And then my boyfriend said, you look really good today. Like, you look really good. Like, it was like the hard work's been paying off. Like, that's what it felt like, the compliment. And I just went, oh, there it is.
I think we need to work on this wincing at one's self-reflection, though,
Yeah,
don't we? I think we might have to work
one
on
should
that.
not be wincing.
But that has been me since I was like 16. Do you know what I mean? And it's so ingrained in my like brain chemistry. Do you know what I mean?
In a
No, but I did try to speak to my inner child. You remember that? Maybe we need to have another appointment with the inner
yeah,
child.
we
I'll
do.
give you a rub down, mate. I'll fucking see what. Oh, sorry, that sounded dodgy. I meant the.
Where's the trauma being stored?
Let me touch it. Let me at him.
Massage the other week because I was like, my body's giving up on me. I'm so sore. Had this massage and she goes, oh, shoulders very tight. Little Thai lady, very tight. I was like, oh, sorry, that's where my trauma's stored.
You're touching it.
But anyway, that's all for me.
I got the weight of the world on my shoulders.
Yeah, basically.
Oh my god.
Oh, hey, that's all good though, Dulce.
That's all
Just
good.
as long as we'll just
I'm just a girl.
we'll just try and get that wincing out of there. That's just some things that we'll just keep,
Yeah.
Yeah.
keep sort of reminding you that that's not good.
That's not a thing.
We shall not wince.
We shall not.
We shan't
not
wince.
wince. We shan't wince, and we shall be pure of heart.
Yeah, we shall actually look at ourselves and gasp with utter joy.
Joy and thankfulness.
Yes.
Gratefulness for our stunning bodies. Okay, Finishes in the Wild. I've just got a little voice note from a listener about our scamming stories last week.
Okay. Cool.
Here we go.
Hey team, just listening to your podcast like I always do, absolutely love it. Listening to that scam, and it was exactly the same as me. I had someone ring me from the bank. They told me absolutely everything, but they were already in my bank account and shuffling money around. They did the same. They sent me a code. I gave them the code. They put me on hold, and they took $7,500. I was lucky enough that I sort of said to my husband, this just sounds odd. And he was like, no, hang up. So we quickly rang a friend that works at the bank, and it was a public holiday, which saved us. And the scammers actually put it into an ASB account. So because it was in a New Zealand account transfer, they managed to stop it and get my money back. So I was really, really lucky that we got the money back. But the scam was the most incredible thing. He gave me everything. I gave him no details. He knew transactions. He knew everything. And that was because he was already in my bank account. So they just seem to be getting smarter and smarter and so clever.
Yeah, it's
like, how do they get in the first place?
no. There's just think about how online we are as well, though. Like when how freely we give out information. I guess. Sorry, this is not a criticism.
No.
Anyone.
It can
But
happen
you know
to
how
anyone.
Online we, as I say, with Caro, my friend who I talked about last week, who had that happen where
Business
this
email.
guy, if you go and search people, you can find out plenty of information about people online, whether it's where their businesses and stuff are registered and that kind of thing. It's just getting people. It's fuck them. Fuck, it's gross though, isn't it?
Yeah, it makes you feel
Hey,
icky.
the other thing I guess that will be really, really scary in terms of it is AI.
Yeah.
What AI can do.
And I actually saw something recently online where someone it's like, so say you've taken a photo and you've just put it on your Instagram story. It's got a little corner of your laptop and the view outside. I haven't spoken about this, have I? No. So I saw it and just put it, and it's the caption says, "Is this okay to post online?" And you look at it, you go, "Yeah, it's all good. There's whatever." And then the next slides are just breaking down every single thing within that small photo that could be identifiable to you, where you live, where you're going. So basically, in the corner of her laptop screen, you could see the woman's name. You could see where they work. You could see her calendar for the day and a location for like a couple of the appointments. The view outside, you could I think you could put it in like Google image, like a reverse Google image search, and find the listing of when this was available to rent.
Ooh, the
and just
house.
there were so many minor details from posting on things online where you are that could make you really easy to find for someone who tried hard enough.
Yeah.
I had my own experience with this when we bought our house. I wanted to put up that, our sold sign. I did my due diligence. I blurred all the photos. I got rid of the the contact details of the agent, everything I thought was sufficient enough. There was one thing I forgot to do. I didn't realize that this certain real estate agent, it was only in one area. Like it was, when it's like Harcourts and grey white, blah blah. Didn't realize that was an identifiable thing. And 2 people messaged me like, "Oh, I found your house." Someone messaged me saying, "Hey, I found your house. Just a heads up in case someone weird looks for it." And I said, "Just so you know, I know your intention is that you're trying to give me a heads up, but the fact that you've gone through the effort to find my house is you're the weird person."
Yeah, that's scaring me.
You've become the weird person, and that's made me feel really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But that was a lesson learned for me, and just personally. Even a friend of mine said, "Hey, I don't know if you can see, but just in the corner of the photo that you put up was the power pole, and there's a number on it, and you can find where the power pole is." And that was a genuine friend just saying like,
Just be
I don't
careful.
think you'd care that I wanted to find where your house was. Yeah.
It's that tricky thing as well, where like you actually don't think about it often because you just want to see the good and this.
And you'll
it's
be
almost
so proud of I just bought this house. I'm so proud of myself and
Yeah.
want to share it with everyone.
But there's so many, there's one area in my house I'll take photos in the lounge there's a mirror and you can see our view out into the bush because there's nothing identifiable in the bush, right? Only places in our house will take photos.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, it's not worth letting people have access to anything else online.
I think that's probably actually a bit of a sort of sad-ish full circle moment for what we opened the show with, and so I think it is. You said as well. We want to be around good people. We want to see the good in people. We just have to be careful, and so with that, be careful. If you've got fellas in your lives, ladies, talk to them more about what we talked about today, and keep talking. If you are one of our lovely male listeners, I know that you guys do support and agree with us. You talk to your mates as well. Make sure you keep calling them out. And thank you for the emotional roller coaster of a journey of all of that episode today. That was a lot, wasn't it?
was
Like
a
in a
lot.
good way.
It was good.
A good sort of all of the
Cathartic.
things. Yeah.
Spiritual. Big hats.
Yeah.
All
Big
the
hats,
hats.
stackable hats.
Labubu's gone.
Drippy.
Drip,
drippy,
drip.
drippy,
Yeah.
drippy.
Dude.
Have we finished?
Finished.
I think we're finished.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Bye. Look, a big, ginormous thank you to the team at Shine On for sponsoring this episode.
Discover the latest autumn fashion with new season styles available online and in store now.
Go have a look at shineon.co.nz.
Let her finish.